Most people who hit their Claude limit halfway through the day aren't using too much Claude. They're using it the wrong way. But this can be changed. It has taken me 20 years of teaching and hundreds of hours of testing AI workflows to figure out that the model is almost never the problem. The habits are. There are 4 specific things that determine whether your current Claude plan gets you through a full day of real work or runs out before lunch. I'm going to show you exactly what they are with real examples you can test today. And if you've already tried being more careful with Claude and it didn't make a difference, that's because careful isn't the fix. Being specific is the fix. One of these 4 has nothing to do with what you type. It's something most people set up once and completely forget about. And it's been quietly burning through your usage ever since. This matters because for regular people with a subscription plan, the real pain is not the cost. The pain is much simpler. You sit down to do something important. You start using Claude, and then somehow, way too early, you feel you've burned through your best session already, or you hit a usage wall before the real work is done. That feels like Claude is the problem, but a lot of the time it's not. A lot of the time it's just a few habits that quietly waste your usage in the background. So let me show you 4 of the big ones. This is one of the easiest problems to fix. A lot of people take a PDF, drag it into Claude, and ask, summarize this. Use this to help me. That sounds reasonable, but it's usually a mistake. If all you really need is the text, a raw PDF can be much heavier than it looks because it includes formatting, layout, and other junk that is not actually helping you do the work. For normal users, the lesson is simple. If you only need the words, give Claude the words. Copy and paste the important text or extract the text first, or upload a cleaner version if you have one. You can also convert your PDF to a markdown file, which is a special text-based file easily read by applications. Also, I'd like to share with you a site I found quite helpful with doing this conversion for you. It's called Craft Markdown. I'll leave a link in the description below. So, don't hand Claude a messy container when what you really want help with is the content inside it. That one habit alone can make your session feel cleaner and last longer. This is another big one. A lot of people treat Claude like one big giant conversation. They just keep going and going and going. But the problem is that long chats get bloated. Each new turn carries the full weight of everything that came before it, and that creates 2 problems. First, you waste usage. Second, Claude can start to drift. So here is the simpler way to use it. Have one chat for exploring. Have one fresh chat for doing the actual work. One chat to brainstorm ideas. One clean chat to write the final email. One clean chat to build the final document. One clean chat to plan the next step. Do not make one conversation carry your entire life. Start fresh more often than you think. That is one of the easiest ways to make Claude feel sharper. This one is easy to miss because it happens in the background. Maybe months ago, you connected Google Drive, Gmail, or some other connector or tool, or added some other feature you thought you would use later. And now they are just sitting there. Unused connectors and tools can create silent overhead, loading context into your session before you've even typed your first message. Your setup does not need to carry everything you've ever tried. So, once in a while, audit them by going to Settings and then Connectors. Ask yourself, what do I actually use? What did I turn on just because it looked interesting? What can I remove? If you turn something on and you never use it, it does not deserve to be there. That is just good AI hygiene, and it takes about 2 minutes. This is the big mindset point. Sometimes people set up a full workflow, bring in all their content, load a project for a task that is actually rather simple. That is like bringing a whole construction crew to hang one picture on the wall. Not every task deserves the deluxe treatment. Sometimes you do need a big, thoughtful, multi-step Claude session, but sometimes you just need to ask, rewrite this email more clearly. Turn this into bullet points. Summarize this in plain English, or give me 3 options. So, use the simple approach when the job is simple. Save the heavier setup for the heavier work. If you fix these 4 habits, you should start seeing an increase in usage time. That is the win. Those 4 habits will get you most of the way there. And if you want to go further, I've put 5 more quick wins in the description. Small things that take about 10 minutes or so to set up and make a noticeable difference right away. Now, before I show you my last piece of advice, if you liked this video so far or found it helpful, please give it a like or leave a comment. It really helps the channel. Also, subscribe if you would like to see more content like this. However, using this advice for better work in Claude is great, but it is not the first thing you want to do. There's something more important, and it's really what you should have done when you first started using Claude. So, if you want to use Claude in the best way possible, make sure you don't miss this. Click on this video right here to see how.